Just a quick one, guys, before we get into today's video. We do have a lot of Rangers t-shirts available on our website. Do browse the collection by going to either rfcclothing.com or going down into the link in the description. Let's get into today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. So Rangers back in action again on Wednesday as they take on Heart of Midlothian, and then of course St Mirren at the weekend, which will mark the end of the Scottish Premiership campaign. The season, I guess, has been over for Rangers really since after that Scottish Cup semi-final at the end of last month, and Rangers fans have wanted the whole campaign to just be over and done with and get prepared going into next season. However, I did stress the importance of winning these post-match fixtures, especially that Old Firm one, to get the Old Firm monkey off Bill's back. And Rangers have got pass marks in absolutely every single game they've played in the post-match split fixtures. So hopefully they can continue that fine form going into the final two games. And as I say, then we can finally be done with this season and go into a busy summer transfer rebuild this summer. You already know, everybody knows how big this summer is going to be for Rangers with regards to the rebuild. And as I say, before we all know it, the Champions League qualifiers will be back, and then the start of the next campaign. And then again, it's straight on to competing for that title, which Rangers need to do going into next season. Much of that will depend on who Rangers bring in through the door. But the way Michael Beale has spoken about it, and the way we're hearing about things at the start of this, sort of towards the end of the season, there is going to be a lot of signings. It's almost like Steven Gerrard-esque at the 17-18 season, 18-19 season, sorry, that how many people will just be coming through the door. Now, guys, Rangers, of course, they've already agreed the deals for Kieran Dow and Dujon Sterling. We've been vocal about that here on the channel. And we've also announced, basically, that Rangers were closing in on the signing of Jose Cifuentes. And now reports this morning are basically saying that the deal is done. It's to be rubber stamped over the next couple of days. And as I say, Rangers have done everything. A fee has been agreed with LAFC, most importantly, and then, of course, personal terms and all the rest of it are done. So Jose Cifuentes should be a Rangers player in the next couple of days, or certainly before the window closes. Rangers have agreed absolutely everything, and as I say, everyone's stating, loads of reports this morning are stating it is a done deal. Now Cifuentes, of course, a midfielder. I think this is the one out of the three that are getting people or fans very excited. Cifuentes, of course, plays in the MLS. He is a midfielder, currently an Ecuadorian international as well. LAFC, as I say, played 91 appearances for the club in the MLS, won the MLS Cup and the Supporters' Shield, and as I said, has made 13 appearances for his national side. He is also 24 years old, so a great age to come into the team and be a mainstay now, but also a sellable asset going into the future. I'm really, really excited for Jose Cifuentes, and as I said, reports this morning saying everything is done and, quote, it should be rubber stamped over the next couple of days. So Jose Cifuentes could maybe be the player that Michael Beale's on about that could have signed or been announced on Wednesday. As I said, Michael Beale said at the weekend that a deal or two could be announced on Wednesday. Now, that's usually got fans talking. Could it be Kieran Dow? Could it be Dujon Sterling? Or the one that fans are getting fairly excited about, could it be Malik Tillman? Now, Malik Tillman, we know, obviously was on loan at Rangers last season, and a lot of talk over the last couple of weeks and months is, are Rangers going to exercise their option to buy? Well, we know the club are going to do it. However, it's well documented that it's up to the player now if he sees his future at Rangers. Now, it's one of those situations where fans are split on whether Malik Tillman should sign for Rangers, but I've always been very, very vocal that I would love to see him at Rangers going into next season. He was at the Player of the Year Awards and did win the Young Player of the Year award, and now fans are suggesting that maybe those talks that Michael Beale and Malik Tillman could have already taken place, and that the player's future has been decided. And fans are getting kind of excited that Malik Tillman could be the player that gets announced on Wednesday. Well, it remains to be seen, certainly, because Rangers do have the option to buy. But the thing with Dujon Sterling and Kieran Dow, yes, they can agree pre-contracts, but they won't officially be Rangers players until the end of June or the end of May, whenever their contracts expire. So, yeah, maybe they can't announce it just yet. So that's why fans are thinking that it could be Malik Tillman, the player that the club announced on Wednesday. As I said, I would love to see Malik Tillman sign for the club. Obviously, won the Young Player of the Year award within Scotland as well. So yeah, I do think a fantastic player and something especially for the future. Now, I just spoke about the Player of the Year awards, and I just want to go through them with you all for those of you that don't already know about them. As I said, I couldn't do it in yesterday's video, but I will do it here right now. And basically, the Sam English Bowl Award went to Captain James Tavernier. He was presented with it for being the team's top goal scorer for the 2022-2023 campaign. Yeah, that is kind of crazy that Tavernier, as a right back, is the team's top goal scorer. I would have thought it would have been Antonio Kolak at the start of the year, but it just goes to show we don't have that attack impetus. Still James Tavernier. I know he takes the penalties, but still is our team's top goal scorer. That needs to probably change going into next season if we want to compete for silverware. He has already, as I said, he's already scored 19 goals, and as I said, he could break his record, which was 21 a couple of seasons ago. Well, the title winning season with 2 games to go. So if he scores 2 more goals or 3 more goals, he'll break his own record. Now, the first team goal of the season went to Antonio Kolak for his goal against PSV Eindhoven. Of course, went on to be the winner for when Rangers qualified for the Champions League. Yeah, fantastic goal, and I do miss that Antonio Kolak that was just literally scoring every single game. The first team player of the year, again, James Tavernier. Tavernier seems to win this one all the time, but without him this season, I do wonder where we actually could have been with the numbers that he's came up with. They're absolutely crazy, as I just touched upon there. 19 goals. The team's top goal scorer. Again, right back. It is one of those interesting situations. Now, the John Gregg Achievement Award got basically given to the late Jimmy Bell. Of course, passed away last year, but he got the John Gregg Achievement Award, as I said, the greatest Ranger. And as I say, basically it's for honouring the timeless values which define Rangers, and of course Jimmy Bell did get that. The Academy Player of the Year award went to Aaron Lyle. I've got a little bit more on him a bit later on. Aaron Lyle obviously won the Academy Player of the Year. Men's Player of the Year, again, James Tavernier again. Obviously he just made his 400th appearance, but yet he made the Player of the Year again as well. B Team Player of the Year, Aaron Lyle again. B-Team Goal of the Season, James Graham. Women's Goal of the Season went to Lizzie Arnott. Women's Players Player of the Year went to Sam Kerr. Women's Player of the Year then went to Brogan Hay. So there you go. That's the list of awards for Rangers season, and I hope going into next season, it's not just a player awards night that we're going to be being gifted out to the Rangers players. Hopefully there's some winners' medals going into next season. I hope it's a lot better. But Rangers fans, what do you make of the news that Jose Cifuentes is pretty much a done deal? And who do you think the player will be announced on Wednesday? Will it be Kieran Dow? Will it be Dujon Sterling? Will it be Malik Tillman? Or could it be Jose Cifuentes? Please do let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. Please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Remember, we do have Rangers t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to rfcclothing.com. Thank you. I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.